from this book. It's called Hawaii Trees and Shrubs. I'm on a tropical kick this week, so I'm going to be doing tropical art. And today on my quiet live stream, this is what I did. And I wanted to show you because this is kind of the vibe we're going for tonight. So I was really happy with how it came out. And tell me what you think of the horizontal stream too. I've been doing vertical streams, but I thought tonight I would do a horizontal one because, you know, it's kind of like it's really a question, right? What do people want more? Horizontal? What do people watch more? Horizontal or vertical? So I thought I would just you know, take a look and see type of approach here. So I'm going to mark off the ones that I'm going to be interested in doing on this spread. So I'm just going to look and see which ones look good to me. I like the banyan, but I can't really see. These are really small pictures, and I'm not looking at any other reference material today. And the cool thing about this is I have to work with what I'm given here. And what I'm given is some really tiny pictures, but that's okay because I feel like that sort of exercises some different muscles for you. So I'm just marking off a few that I feel like I can do in a way that is going to do them justice without having to, you know, not be able to see what I'm doing. I can see that. This one I need more information. That one I kind of need more information. Lychee I can do. So I probably need 9. So we have, how many we have so far? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. These look neat. Siamese cassia. I could do that. I could do that one too, except it's a little bit, the picture's a little bit blown out. So that's a little hard to see. Date palm. Yes, I love you, date palm, except I can't see your trunk. So that's a drag. Maybe I could do the banyan. I feel like I want to see the fruit clearer though. Weeping fig, I could do that one. So what do we got now? We got 1, let's see, 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do this one, largely fig and lychee. Okay, good, we're good. Let's do that, we're good. So I'm gonna start out with, I have one of these pens that's almost dead, but I'm going to use it. It's a metallic marker. It's in bronze, and it's from Michaels. So it's that Michaels brand. What is it called? American Crafts. Okay. Yeah, let's just draw this. I'm going to put my book over here. No, I'm going to hold my book. I'm going to keep it out of the way of you though, because I don't think you need to be dealing with it, right? So we're going to call this Garden Trees and Flowers. I'm going to put that up here later, but I'm going to start out just drawing these guys really loosely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 leaves on our Tahitian gardenia. I love drawing gardenias. They're so fun. And they smell so good. So I bought this book. This particular book I actually bought when I went to Hawaii a couple years ago. When I was at the volcano park, and yeah, bought it right there. I bought a couple books there, like 2 or 3, because you know, I could buy them online, but it just felt so much nicer to buy them right there at the actual place, you know. So that's what I did. I was happy to do that. To be able to do that. So this is, I'm not usually a horizontal live person, so I'm really not sure, like, about what happens when people comment and stuff. So I'm just keeping my eye partially on my phone, but if I don't see a comment right away, I just want to apologize for that because it's very possible that I won't. I'm drawing this guy right here. So I'm going to start out just drawing with this pen, and then we're going to go into it with Neocolor, of course. I'm really on those, and that's what I used today. And I also used gold pen, which is so fun, and I might break out the gold pen here. This bronze is kind of a wild card because it's not transparent, and I love a good transparent golden wash. And this does not provide that, but it does provide a really solid line. So I'm working the line art tonight. Let's do this silver trumpet tree. I know that I didn't pick it first initially, but I think it would fit really nicely right here. And I like the shape of it. And I like how it's kind of fits on the page right here. And then I can fit the writing because I'm going to add the writing, the titles to each of these. And at the very top, I'm going to add the title of the page, which is Garden Trees and Flowers. So I'll be adding that too. Oh, hey, Patrick. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, Rory. Thanks for popping in. So I do vertical lives. I do them twice a day, actually, live streams. I do a 10 a.m. one and I do a 12:30 one that is silent. So this is a little different for me. I'm just sort of, dipping my toe in the water of the horizontal ones because I actually, it's like a whole different audience, or, I mean, I feel like a lot of people watch YouTube on their TVs. I know I do, particularly in the evening. So I thought, I am my own test subject, right? I mean, I am because I'm a huge YouTube user, as well as, being somebody who, um, makes videos and stuff. I watch a lot of YouTube. So I thought, I want to see, you know, that one. I want to make sure that I remember. I'm going to start writing the names on these because this afternoon when I did this, I sort of, sort of, I sort of slightly had a little bit of mistakes. Maybe not mistakes. Maybe I did pick the right art for if it wasn't what it was when I first drew it, I turned it into that. Let's just say that. Siamese cassia, and this one is Cherokee rose. So I'm writing them in like this light gold marker right now, but I will flesh this out later. So this is kind of like my sketch. This is kind of the sketch, but it's a little bit more than a sketch. And then rose here. And this is Tahitian gardenia. Let's write that in here. Uh-oh. I feel like I'm running out of ink here. Let me give this one a shot. I firmly believe in using up your pens. Like using up the ink. And then also, if your pen is like on the dry side, like use it. Use it for something else. Use it for like sketching or something. Because at every age, your pen has something to offer you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Every age your pen grows. It's kind of like the giving tree. Like it's got something else to give. Just a little different. It may not be initially what you were looking for, but it is something worthwhile. So I'm going to flesh out this lettering a little bit before I move forward. Above, I'm going to work up here. My brain tried really hard to realize you're not drawing with a Duracell battery. I know, right? It looks like one. It's a permapaque marker, gold. These are awesome, the black markers like this. The black permapaque marker, it's Sakura is the brand. They're fantastic, and they're actually a really good alternative to a Sharpie. If I know you didn't ask for this information, but here I am giving it to you. They're a really good alternative to Sharpies if you don't like the smell of Sharpies. Thank you. I'm trying to show like how easy it is to just do a composition like this, because I'm just like going right in, you know? I'm not sketching this out. I'm starting from the bottom because I want to make sure that I'm also like my paper's down. It's not up like that. And that does make a difference. But I have an idea of what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the title here, and then I'm filling this with these flowers that are within the group Garden Trees and Flowers, Hawaiian Garden Trees and Flowers. So I'm going to, you'll see, you'll see what's going on. I picked out a few Traveler's Tree. That one's kind of cool. I'm going to do that one. So this looks kind of like a palm tree. And then it's got these wild little fronds on there. That. And then we're going to color these in with Neocolors too, which is a water-soluble pastel. They're cool. You can draw with them, and then you can paint with them. It's fun. They're really great, and you can use them in all your mixed media. They're great. And once this stream is done, I will add details about all of the materials that I'm using. You know, and if there are no details, such as with this pen, I don't know if Michaels does these anymore. They might. They probably do, but that's where you get them, at Michaels. So, and then there's more things that I'll be using. So Weeping Fig. Let's do the Weeping Fig. So this is going to come over here. And then hanging out on a branch. So I do live streams. They're vertical in the morning at 10 a.m. And then that's a talkie one. And it's an hour. It's 60 minutes start to finish. And then I do a quiet time at 12:30, and that runs about 45. And tonight I want to go about 45. That's my plan. So I get this, and I think it is totally doable. And look at how cute. So now we have the Weeping Fig. I'm just marking these off so I make sure that I don't forget what's what, because I did that earlier. I kind of forgot. I forgot a little bit, just a little bit. I figured it out, but This is called the traveler's tree. So let's put a T like that. Travelers. Traveler. And then we have a little apostrophe. T-R-E-V. Cool. And then this one's called the weeping fig. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do weeping here. I'm very tempted to add some like little tears. Little tears. And then we're going to write fig down here. But I don't want to add too much little details like that because we have a lot going left. I'm going to add color in here. So, okay, let's move forward. Uh-oh, I'm getting the detail dot monster going. Okay. We do a next. A large leaf fig. That's a good one. Where do we have room? So let's just do a lychee. Lychee might be nice. Let's do a lychee. First, we'll draw the lychees because it's kind of going to be a vertical. And we're going to just draw some lychee like this. Let's get our little, there we go. And then we can write lychee right around it. And I like to add some leaves. And we're going to fill this with the title of the page. Make a really cute poster or something like this, right? With all the different types. So I'm gonna write the lettering now. It's called lychee. Lychee. And then on the very top, we're gonna write garden trees and flowers. I'm gonna write volume 2 because my volume 1 was this afternoon. So let's see. Okay, that works. I'm using the chisel tip this time. Oh, sorry guys. Hold on. Let me do this. That's better. So I am still like not knowing what people prefer, whether vertical or horizontal in terms of video, like lives. You know what I'm saying? It's a question. Garden trees, and flowers. And flowers in Hawaii. Okay. All right. We're going in. Let's make this a branch at some point. How's that? And this too. And this too. And this too. Doesn't look much like a T anymore, but that's okay. All right. These are our neocolors. And these are also neocolors. And sometimes I like to use the little ones because the little ones give you more sort of free range to do different effects with them where that you can't get with this. Like, yeah, that looks better. I mean, maybe not this one because it's all, you know, it's used and that's fine. That's the way they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be used. They're not all Instagram perfect, but I just want to collect a few in my hand and then have them. And sometimes it's nice to hold them in your hand too because it sort of warms them up. So it makes them more, how do I say, juicy. It makes them more juicy when you're using them, which is nice. It gives them more, the warmth of your hand can warm them up and can give them, it makes them easier to glide sometimes. So that's really nice. I'm going to see if I have it's the same. I don't know. No, those are not the same. All right. I'm going to put this guy over here. I'll hold him. I'll hold him over here. I need to be able to see what I'm doing here while I'm working on these. So I'm gonna add some color to my leaves. And I want to balance my colors around my page. So it's just something I like to do. And this is really a free-for-all, like there are no rules. Okay? No rules, no rules. I do like to keep to like a certain palette, but I literally just grabbed my palette right now. That's basically what my palette is at the moment. Then I'm gonna see cassia. Siamese cassia? No, yeah, Siamese cassia. Okay, we're doing this. This is this. And I want to grab a nice bright yellow. And I have Chinese green, which is kind of similar in color for sure. I mean, yes. And then this is an easy way to clean. When you have little ones like that, just do that. And then you get a nice clean edge. It's great. Works great. And just do that. And do some fill-in right there. And then I'm gonna mix this up and I'm just gonna add a little bit of the straight, very bright green. But I'm gonna make that feel more natural soon. See what other colors I can mix in there. This green will help. And I think I want to add, I'm really glad I grabbed this one. It was actually very serendipitous because this color actually matches the bronze marker really well. If you like my video in this live, you'll probably like my other lives. And if you like all of them or some of them and you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. I'm working hard to build community on YouTube. And I've been on YouTube for a long time, and I'm been very consistent of late. I have never been super consistent on YouTube, but the past few months I have been working really hard to be consistent. And this is the kind of content I want to do. So, oh, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? Okay. Now, let's do orange. Orange. Cherokee. Rose. I love how drawing a color like this over the marker color makes it look a little off register, like as if it was printing. If it was traditional printing, it would be off register. And I like that. I'm into that look. Tahitian gardenia. That looks wrong, and I know it's not. Oh, it is wrong. It is wrong. I spelled Tahitian. Okay. Fix it. Fix it. Let's fix it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and then go back into it later. Because it's totally okay. If it's a little bit, it's not gonna be that noticeable. It's not gonna be noticeable. This one is Traveler's Tree, and it's kind of like this greenish, like a light green, and then it goes into bronzer green, and then I want a brighter green for these guys. I'm going to pull in a little bit of pink. The weeping figs are like, they are kind of cream color, but with a little tinge of pink. So I'm just going to paint them a little, or draw on them a little pink, and then we can do the cream color. I think I'm probably going to take a brush, a wet brush into this once I get down most of, once I get down some Neocolor into everything. Okay, I think it's safe to fix this now. Okay, I misspelled this before. So, didn't really work, but that's okay. I'm gonna fix it because I have this rust and I can just draw an H. Tahitian. Tahitian. There we go. I misspelled it before. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, this is called Cherokee Rose, and it's white with a yellow center. So I'm just gonna do like an off-white, and then we're gonna do some yellow stuff inside. I think I'm gonna grab my gold pen and do some little shadows. And that. What was that? This brush pen is helping a lot because my gold pen that I wrote these lettering with is like, I'd say it's on its last legs, which it is, but it was on its last legs from day one. Like day one. It was always like that. But I do want to say the black marker of the Sakura Permapic are awesome. I mentioned it a little while ago on this stream. The black is a really good alternative to a Sharpie if you don't like the smell of Sharpies. Not that anybody really likes the smell of Sharpies, but say it gives you a headache and you want to use Sharpies, but they give you a headache. Get a Sakura Permapic. They're great. They work really good and they don't give you a headache. I think I have not enough in my hand. What do you think? I don't think I have enough neocolors in my hand at once right now. I think I need to have more. Okay. I need to deal with something that's bothering me. Even though everything's not done yet, I'm going to deal with this now because I haven't done the lettering on top yet. But this is kind of messing up my brain right now. So I need to give this time to dry so I can go back into it. So I'm going to just pick this up, this little baby up, and let it dry. And then continue. I love those. Look at how luscious that looks when you pull it down like that. Some colors are great when you wet them just a little bit of the Neocolor twos. And this is one of them. It's a dark blue. I don't have the name of it handy, but it's one of the dark blues. It's beautiful. Beautiful, like that. A little wet, so pretty. All right, I'm gonna strengthen that garden, trees, and flowers text now. Strengthen it up. A little bit of orange here. So one of the things that I'm thinking about when I'm writing out my letters is differentiating the words from each other. So I want them to work harmoniously so you're not confused as to that you're reading a headline at the top, but like so they work together, but also so that you can see that they are individual words. So it's kind of stuff to think about, right? And then also so that they have the colors are in harmony with what else is in the piece. So I'm going to take this pink that I use down here, and I think I'll use it for garden. And then I might use another stronger color just to give it a little pump later, but just to solidify it a little bit. But right now, I'm just writing it, the letters. So now I feel like garden trees is part of the same universe, but the letters are differentiated from each other. So I know that that is one word, that's another word. And flowers, I'm going to want it to be in tonally the same. This is kind of light, actually. This is like a light green, and it's a little light for this purpose, so perhaps this one. Let's see. I need one that, a warm one would actually be ideal. So if I took this color and kind of brought it in as a little bit of a highlight to some of these other pieces, some of these little other places, then I think I could use it for flowers and it would be in harmony with the rest of it. So I'm going to make this work. You see it's really fluorescent. When I use it over the gold, it's not white because it's transparent, but it's really nice how it pops in the little areas that are bare. Isn't that nice? I love it. I love how it does that. Okay. I have to. Okay, so if I use that, now that definitely feels like, that feels like a headline. Now we're going to add Hawaii because this is part of it. So this is the whole headline. And then these are not. So let's try and keep that in mind. I want it to be, you know, you're guiding your reader, right? You're guiding your reader to absorb in the context that you want them to and all this. So that's part of what you're going to think about as someone who's doing in lettering. I think for the little accent words, I'm thinking either this peachy, which might be too light, or this green, which is nice and bright. This is a good one too, actually. I love this one. But I feel like this might be too out of the way. Maybe I'll do a combination. I'm going to do a combination. I'm going to do both. I'm going to do pink, and then I'm going to accent, I think, with the blue. So just like a little accent, not too much, because I don't want it to overtake the proceedings here, because this is actually a lot in here. So now my challenge is to, now I got to marry some of this pink along. Just a teeny, teeny touch though. I don't want to overwhelm anything. I just want to marry everything together. But I also want to stay true. I also want to stay true to my book here. So let's see. This is the Siamese cassia, and this is the Siamese cassia. So I see it has, I mean, this is very loose interpretation, okay? This picture is about 1.5 inches large. So I'm seeing some part of the foliage is like this orangey color. So I'm going to use my fabulous fluorescent here to do a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to add some of this Chinese green. It's like a fluorescent-ish, not really fluorescent. It's kind of like a chartreuse. And it's a really beautiful color. Love this color. Actually, this flower, I really drew a very abstract version of this flower, but yeah, so not really drawing too much from life here, because these pictures are teeny, teeny, tiny, teeny. And Cassie, yeah, they're really small. I could grab a paint pen. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I will. I can grab one. They're right over here. Oh, I'm gonna grab one. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. What happened? What was that? I've been really taking this opportunity to not use my paint pens, because it's a lot, but cool. Add a little paint pen to this one, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna let that go, let that dry a little bit. This is like super impressionistic, shall we say? Impressionistic, which is totally fine. I would like a yellow with a little bit of depth to it, and like deeper tone. Oh, or I could just use my amazing gold pen. Sometimes it is kind of amazing, and I don't know if it's going to happen with this one, how sometimes your piece can be like Hot Mess Express, and then all comes together. I have faith. I have faith. Siamese cassia. And I want deeper. No, I want deeper tone for these letters. But what? Oh, yes. Do this? Or do we have, we might have a lot of this already. I've been using this pretty heavily. I don't want to overdo the rust Neocolor. Of course, now it's in my hand. So I'm just going to keep using it. Okay. Orange, persimmon. What are we doing? What are we doing? Orange. This is flame red. This is flame red. Okay, I want an orange red that's vermilion. I'll do that. Vermilion. I wanted a reddish. I want a little bit deeper, a little bit more pump in it. And this has what I was looking for. Weeping. Weeping fig. Let's, to marry the fig, the little figs, with the weeping fig, I'm going to make it pink, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the red on there. I want it to be different enough from the Siamese, the word Siamese here. Okay, balance, balance, balance. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do some light wash, some light gold wash to the top of this because I don't, I'm going to lift this a little bit. I'm going to do some light gold wash. Allison Stephenson. Your artwork looks really nice. It's 1 in the morning and time for sleeps. Have a great day, Kathy. Night, night. Thanks, Allison. So it's so strange because this is I can't I have for the first time, I have my not for the first time, but I have my phone horizontal because I've been doing vertical lives. Anyway, my point is that I can't as easily see chat, and I apologize for not seeing your chat right away when you posted it. Anyway, I hope you have a great night, and I hope you have a great sleep, and I hope you have sweet dreams, and I hope you have a beautiful day tomorrow, and maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'm living tomorrow at 10 a.m. my time. So if it's 6 o'clock your time now, a.m., 6 a.m., 6 p.m. No, wait, what's your time? It's 1 a.m. your time, right? It's 1 in the morning for you. So you're like 6 hours ahead from me. So if I'm at 10 o'clock, if I'm doing 10 o'clock live, then it would be like 4 o'clock where you are. Now I'm wondering where you live. Wonder, could it be UK? Could be. I think the UK is 5. Could be Ireland. Love Ireland. Want to go back. And there once. I go back. There. And fell in love with it. Fell in love with Ireland's amazing. Oh my gosh. Beautiful there. Beautiful, great people. Just stunning. All right, now I'm tying everything in. I'm going to check the clock. We got, oh, almost an hour. Okay. So let me wrap this. Because I really thought I could stick this to 45 minutes, but I have to say, even though I didn't, and I fell off my time, I'm really proud of myself because this is still not bad. Like, an hour is still not bad. Not bad, baby. Not bad. The reason I want to stick to an hour is because when I started live streaming, I was on for like an hour and 20, and I got kicked off my live by my internet. I don't know. I just fell off. I don't know what happened. I lost my connection. And then the end of my live got cut off. And I just did not, I made a decision right there to not go past an hour if I could help it, if I didn't accidentally, because like that's just such a bummer, you know? Like who wants to watch a live and then not get to see the end? I mean, the cool thing is on the replay you can just sort of fast forward, which is great. But bummer, right? Like just not fun. I was really bummed that I was bummed about that. So just didn't want that to happen again, you know? Out of respect for live, out of respect for you guys, out of respect for the art. I mean, out of respect for sharing creativity, I don't want that to happen again. So my goal is for that to not happen again. So I'm really trying. I don't think this is completely done yet, though. Let's see. I think I want to do a little bit something more. I mean, should I go in with black ink? What do you think? Maybe not, because see, you know what's happening? My phone that I'm recording with is it's low on battery now. It's like we're at 20%. Actually, that's fine, but I'm just gonna do some last little minute tie-ins here. Some little last minute dots. And see, this is why don't pull in the paint pen if you're not needing to. Because it didn't really it didn't do what I wanted it to do, really. paint pen is not working for me tonight. I love paint pen and it works for me most of the time. But I have to say, whenever I pull out the paint pen and I use it with my Neo colors, I don't love it. I don't love it. I don't love it with the Neo colors. Something about the tendency for the Neo colors to just suck up any kind of finish that is not matte like they are. They just sort of dull everything that you put, except it's not dulling my not really dulling my gold pen, but it does dull down the acrylic paint pens in a way that I don't love. So that's a no-go. I'm going to do a little bit around the edges of the top because I feel like I have ignored a little bit up here, but I just want to tie it in so we have, you know, a well married piece. Dun, 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 dun. I want everybody to be married. I want this piece to be married to itself in a nice way. And then I can say, by the power invested in me, you are now married, and I can say goodnight. So I'm just gonna work on this a little bit. Careful not to touch the other Neo colors. So you see it's great to use them and then water them down, but do you see how it really, like, it can turn to mud and it can do other things, you know? So this piece could be really cool with, like, if I let this completely dry, like dry overnight, and then went into it the next day or, you know, whenever, with a off-white paint pen, like a nice juicy off-white paint pen, and added some details, that would be fantastic. I would love that, but right now I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to try and marry it to itself so it all looks like it's cohesive, and so it looks like I'm not ignoring any part of it, which, you know, can be difficult if you're not standing up looking at your whole piece. So I'm going to stand up. I'm going to do that. Stand up and look at my piece. That really helps a lot, actually. Standing up can be magic. Standing up, looking down at your art can really do the trick sometimes. Almost done. Hopefully my intranet doesn't kick me off before this is done, but we're almost there. Just tying in the last little bits here, and then I'm gonna balance it out here. Some of the yellow here and up there. There. Okay. All right. I think I'm liking this. I think this is good. This is, sorry about that noise. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Let's do a little bit. Okay. Yeah. Yep. I really love the yellow. The yellow just does amazing to tie things in, doesn't it? I love a good tie-in color. I really do. That is so super cute. I really like that. It's fun. It's childlike vibe. It's sassy. It's fresh. It's not overthinking. Okay, that's great. All right, you guys, I'm hanging it up. Thank you so much for coming. Please come on back. I've been doing live streams every day. So we do live streams at 10, at 12:30. These are PM ET, 12:30 p.m., 10 a.m. ET. And this was just a wild card. So give it a shot, see how it goes at night and horizontal. I've been doing vertical lives. All right. Like and subscribe, please. And thank you so much for coming. And I will talk to you soon. I hope to see you soon. Bye.